If you could talk to the younger version of Chinu sir right now, what would you tell him?
Life is super hard आगे जाके, so be ready and be the way you are. You are born as a man. You have to be a gentleman someday. And how you can be a gentleman by not making or not repeating the mistakes again and again. So that's the reason I told you na कि society never feeds us. So don't bother about society. Do whatever you wanted to do. Point where we talk about gender equality here, and honestly, I don't see gender equality anywhere. I always feel that women are above men. People call traffic struggle.
Yeah.
Waking up late, going to office struggle. Ask people who don't have roofs. Okay, we are struggling in life. We are not struggling. We are hustling.
I know you went through this really tough time after losing a close friend. If you're comfortable sharing, how did that grief change you as a person?
इंडिया में ऐसी चीज़ है ना कि आप जितना भी स्ट्रेस ले लो या जितना भी डिप्रेशन ले लो, you cannot sit at home. I came home and told my mom that I don't want to live anymore. I want to die. Strength comes only when you cry.
Yeah.
When you cry. So you should cry, and it is healthy also for yourself also that you are coming out and shedding things out.
You heal quickly then.
You heal quickly.
Yeah.
And that's the reason the name of the organization is Khushiyan, because it gave me
Yeah.
happiness.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Classroom. Today's episode is extra special for me because I finally have someone who's given me so much love, encouragement and appreciation. सिर्फ एक चीज जो वो नहीं दे पा रहे थे वो थी dates for this podcast. But today I am so happy that we're finally making this happen and I couldn't be more excited. Please welcome Dr. Chinu Quatra, who's one of India's top 15 successful entrepreneurs. He's someone who has turned his pain into purpose, his sadness into strength, and his challenges into change. A TEDx speaker and the founder of Khushiyan Foundation, one of India's most inspiring social movements. And I absolutely love his mantra, इंसान बनो, बहुत स्कोप है. So, welcome sir. Sir, सबसे पहले आप कैसे हो?
मैं बहुत बढ़िया हूँ यार, and आपको देख के और ज़्यादा बढ़िया हो चुका हूँ आज.
Thank you sir. Sir, I've read so much about you and मुझे सच में इतना कुछ पूछना है आपसे, इतना कुछ सीखना है, and I'm genuinely so excited. So with your permission, can we start by going way back to your childhood?
Yes, definitely. And today, I'm sure, I don't know about whether you will learn from me, but I'll learn a lot of things from you today. Let's go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So, जब आप मेरे एज के थे, 10 years old, what was life like? Where did you grow up and what did you want to become?
So I shared with you earlier also, 10 years old, I was munching the pencils in the school. मैं pencil खाया करता था, and I was so I'm so inspired by you that at this age you are trying to spread the right word, which is very important, where students are trying to only focus on mathematics, science, geography, history, but you have chosen something else, which is that's the reason I could see that you are going beyond classrooms and spreading the word. So firstly, kudos to you, whatever you are doing.
Thank you.
I don't know. I really don't know what I was doing in 10 years of age जब मैं था. But somewhere I was struggling with my mathematics, science and my पढ़ाई. Though I was very average student, मैंने कभी पढ़ाई के लिए मार नहीं खाई. Books घुमाने के लिए बहुत मार खाई है. पैसे घुमाने के लिए बहुत मार खाई है. Silly mistakes के लिए बहुत ही ज़्यादा मार खाई है मैंने. मतलब
even me.
I don't know, but मेरे को नहीं लगता कि मेरे से ज़्यादा मार किसी ने भी खाई होगी, because my mom is the gawah and my mom knows it very well, and I suppose that's the reason I am here today, because उन्होंने इतना सिखाया और उनका सिखाने का तरीका था that you are born as a man, right? You have to be a gentleman someday, and how you can be a gentleman by not making or not repeating the mistakes again and again. So that's the reason. And जब हम बचपन में मार खाते थे तो मेरी मॉम को बहुत लोगों ने ये भी बोल दिया था कि बड़ा होगा तो बेटा छोड़ देगा, इतना मारती है तू. But today those people are only appreciating my mom for the upbringing.
Yeah.
So that's the beautiful story I feel which is inside me as a childhood.
So sir, can you tell us the story behind your name, Chinu?
So basically the story is there's no story yaar. My real name is Jeet,
Jeet.
but it happened way back when I was born. So I was named as nickname was Chinu, and my dad went to get the birth certificate done, and at that time pe the person sitting in front, the officer asked them कि बच्चे का नाम क्या है, and at that time my dad was like he's asking casually, and he told Chinu, and he wrote that name on the birth certificate, and since then I'm Chinu. And it was super funny for me, and I used to cry in my school days that why am I, because people used to tease
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
My teacher used to call me Chinu, Chinu Minu Chow Chow. My friends used to call me Chini. Someone used to call me China.
That
So
is rude.
I had no name. I felt it was always people used to call me with different name. Yesterday I saw a newspaper calling me Chintu, and there is Navbharat Times. He wrote my name as Chintu. I don't know how it is clearly written Chinu. तो उनको ऐसा ना, बहुत स्मार्ट लोग बहुत होते हैं ना, उनको लगा होगा टी मिस कर दिया होगा इसने, इसके लिए चिंटू रहेगा, चीनू लिख दिया. But but मैंने usually when we were kids and people try to make fun of you, your friends try to make fun of you, so we tell them ना. तो मैंने भी एक जन को ऐसा बोला था कि देखना इतना नाम बनाऊंगा कि people will come to know about me, and that's how today it is. Chinu, if you type Chinu Kawatra, you'll get Google पे something, some purpose, you'll see a purpose of Chinu. So earlier Chinu was nothing. It was only named after a dog. Or it is a nickname of girls towards south. So मैंने basically Chinu नाम मैंने बहुत लोगों का साउथ में सुना है, of majorly of girls. A man having real name as Chinu is, I'm the first personality on this earth, I suppose. And now I see that there is a meaning of my name on Google also, that is a purpose that it's giving back to the society, to Chino. So I'm happy with that name.
Very cute name.
Thank you. Cute तो ऐसा मुझे तो नहीं लगा तेरे एक्सप्रेशन से, मुझे तो लगा फनी नेम है, बट ठीक है.
So you were working in a corporate job before starting Khushi, right? आपने भाई बहुत comfortable corporate job छोड़ी थी. So what was going on in your heart and your mind when you took that step?
See, basically, there was no plan, yaar. Honestly, there कोई plan नहीं था. Corporate job लेनी पड़ी थी because I have educational loans on me. I just did my MBA. And I don't know why this is in market. MBA करने के बाद लोगों को जॉब करना चाहिए, जबकि MBA का फुल फॉर्म क्या है? मास्टर्स इन बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, राइट? So MBA is to do business. MBA is not to fetch a job. But this is the market scenario कि MBA कर ली तो अभी जॉब ढूंढो तो उस जॉब से जो पैसे आ रहे हैं उससे एजुकेशनल लोन भरो और अपना घर चलाओ. Though I was from a middle class family, so we couldn't afford the fees structure in a lump sum amount. तो हम 6 लाख 7 लाख जो भी फीस थी कॉलेज की, वो हम एक साथ नहीं दे सकते थे. So उसके लिए एजुकेशनल लोन लिया था. And that's how the journey began. People say that it is a comfortable job, but I don't see that a corporate is also a comfortable job, or this is not a comfortable job. I did it because I wanted to do it. I used to bunk my office and do beach cleanups. At the end of the day, I started feeling guilty. I
you were
remember
doing something good. Why? What's that feel guilty?
That I'm cheating with my office ना. मैं ऑफिस से सैलरी ले रहा हूँ और मैं बंक कर रहा हूँ उसको, मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूँ कि मेरे को ये. I'll share you a small instance. So there was this beach cleanup I started on 3rd September 2017. It was Ganesh Visarjan वाला time पे, right? And at my office I told that I have a malaria. और मैंने और क्योंकि ना मलेरिया क्यों बोला, आई वॉज वेरी शार्प ना, बिकॉज मलेरिया गेट्स 7 to 10 days हॉलीडे. तो उसमें 10 दिन के लिए आप हीलिंग के लिए आप ले सकते हो. तो मैंने अपने आप को बोला कि आई हैड मलेरिया, एंड 7 days में से 3-4 days आई वॉज ओनली डूइंग बीच क्लीनअप्स. एंड आई डोंट नो हाउ, बट माई मैनेजर केम टू नो दैट आई वॉज ऑन बीच. सो जहाँ पे मैं कॉर्पोरेट में काम कर रहा था, तो ऑब्वियसली व्हेन यू आर डूइंग क्लीन अप एंड एवरीथिंग फेसबुक पे हमने डाला. फेसबुक की एक वीडियो थी, वो वायरल हो गई. एंड देन उसको जाके उसने देखा कि यार चीनू तो मलेरिया डाला था, एंड चीनू ने मलेरिया की छुट्टी डाली थी, एंड चीनू इज वर्किंग इन बीच. Though she didn't tell me anything, but I started feeling guilty कि how much time more I should cheat. I should not be taking someone's money and not giving my time. So that's the reason I thought, let's quit this. Let's concentrate on social service more, because my heart wanted to do that. It has given me a second life. Social service say I got a second life kind of thing. So I wanted to be justice to one particular thing. I cannot बोलते हैं ना, दो नाव में पैर रख के आपको इनिशियली नहीं चलना चाहिए. You have to be very strong in one path, and then only you can start the second path. So I wanted to be very strong and satisfying with social service. Hence I quit the job. Again I quit the job. I was not financially stable, as I said, but मेरे पास 6-7 महीने का एजुकेशनल लोन भरने का पैसा था. तो मैंने वो डिसीजन ले सका, मैं वो रिस्क ले सका लाइफ में, बिकॉज आई हैड प्री प्लान्ड माई सेल्फ कि आफ्टर 6 to 8 months कि अगर मेरे पास कोई पैसा नहीं आता है या मैं कुछ भी बिजनेस स्टार्ट करता हूँ, तो इट वोंट गिव मी द इनिशियल मनी, बट एटलीस्ट आई विल बी एबल टू सस्टेन माई डेट जो मैंने लिया हुआ है. वो मैंने प्री प्लान किया था, एंड दैट्स हाउ द जर्नी इवॉल्व्ड एंड बिगेन.
You know, I read about that beach cleanup, that Ganesh wala on your books, The Spark Within.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you read that book?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. There are more 29 authors in it.
Yeah.
You should read about them also. They are super fantastic people. And I feel privileged to be there in that book with those people.
So sir, this question is kind of related to your answer. So एक और चीज़ जो लोगों के दिमाग में आती है कि उन्हें सोशल सर्विस की जॉब चूज करनी चाहिए या जिसमें फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी ना आए या इन सम केसेस लेट आए, या उनको एक अच्छी पेइंग जॉब चूज करनी चाहिए.
आई फील सोशल सर्विस को जॉब ना लेके रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले अगर, वो चूज करना चाहिए. जहाँ पे आप अपने आप को रिस्पॉन्सिबल फील कर रहे हो, वो चीज़ करनी चाहिए. सो इट्स नॉट अ जॉब, इट्स नथिंग इज जॉब काइंड ऑफ थिंग. दो एवरीवन नीड्स फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी and everyone wants to work on financial stability, but nowadays, touchwood, if you see, NGOs also have opened up their doors to provide you the jobs. So there are CSR opportunities, there is admin opportunities. You can be a project manager in an NGO, you can be a project executive in an NGO, you can be a CFO, CEO, CTO, CEO. All these profiles are open in the NGO sectors also. So if you want to do social service, you can also opt for such kind of jobs, plus start with interning and volunteering. आप घर बैठ के बोलोगे कि मुझे CEO का काम करना है, तो वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं होगा ना यार. You have to get your hands dirty by being on the ground first, then learn things and then do things.
Yeah, that is important.
Right.
So how do you think parents and teachers should encourage their children about social work, and how do you think it helps in character building?
See, I would say, honestly, in India, seva is already inculcated in us. We are born with that feeling that you have to give back to the society. No matter how, what is the financial status of your family, still you have been built up with that thing कि आपको give back करना है, आपको सेवा करनी है. किसी आप less privileged के घर पे भी चले जाओ, वो भी आपको पानी के साथ चीनी देगा. अगर उसके पास खाने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है ना, तो भी आपको पानी और शक्कर देगा. That is the giving back nature of our Indian people. With that, I don't have anything to say for parents and teachers. I would want everyone to let the children do whatever they wanted to do. Don't hold them. You never know what is happening the next step, right? Your parents have been supporting you for this podcast. अगर वो नहीं करते, तो आपके अंदर जो ये एनर्जी है पॉडकास्ट की, या आपको ये जो करना था, this energy would have negatively diverted somewhere else, right? But it is in a positively diverted with the podcast. So why don't why don't parents and teachers let children do what they wanted to do? If it is ethical in terms of society, let them do it. Let
Yeah.
them understand it. Because जब तक आप बोलते हैं ना, करोगे नहीं, फेल नहीं होगे, गिरोगे नहीं, तब तो सीखोगे कैसे?
Yeah, you always pass failure on your
So
way to success.
there is no failure in life. It is always a learning in life, I feel. So and that's how the parents should understand and open the doors for the children. कि आप इनको ये करने दो करके.
So let's move on to a different topic. I know you went through this really tough time after losing a close friend. If you're comfortable sharing, how did that grief change you as a person?
So basically, 2014, I completed my MBA. And the moment I completed my MBA, one of my close friends passed away. And I was clueless what to do. I was not knowing whom to text or whom to talk to. Because at that time, the WhatsApp bhi nahi tha. It was a random BBM, BlackBerry phones the.
Nokia phones.
Nokia and BlackBerry naya aaya tha. So BBM was very fascinating part for us. And at that time, I remember I was sitting with my younger brother and I was just waiting कि कोई तो मुझे मेरे से बात करे.
Yeah.
So it was that vacuum thing in my heart which is always there, that you lost someone very close to you and with whom you saw a lot of good future, good time and everything, and that person is suddenly not there in your life. And with that pushed me towards depression. And it used to happen that I was working. मैं जॉब तो छोड़ नहीं सकता था. इंडिया में ऐसी चीज़ है ना कि आप जितना भी स्ट्रेस ले लो या जितना भी डिप्रेशन ले लो, यू कैन नॉट सिट एट होम बिकॉज वी हैव सो मच फाइनेंशियल बाइंडिंग ऑन अस दैट वी कैन नॉट सिट बैक होम, heal ourselves and go back to the work. So I used to work. Morning 9 o'clock was my office time. So 7 o'clock I used to leave from home. 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock I used to cry. 6 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the evening I used to work, so I used to be very okay. 6 to 8 o'clock while coming home I used to cry. I used to come home, have my food and I used to sleep. Sleep भी कोशिश करता था, but I never got the sleep. It was all insomnia kind of thing, fear feeling, feeling of being full of vacuum. You know, you don't have one person to even hug. You don't have any other love left in your life. A lot of things were there that way, and that took somehow 7 to 8 months of mine. Ultimately, I thought I cannot live anymore. I want to die. So I attempted suicide twice, and luckily I was saved because I wanted to come to this podcast, Shahid. I wanted to meet you in this journey. So I was saved. I came home. The best thing I did was I spoke to my mom. I came home and told my mom that I don't want to live anymore. I want to die. Imagine a child going to her mom and saying this thing, how a mom will react.
Yeah.
But my mom played a very strong support to me. She came to me and she's like, I can truly understand whatever is happening with you, but I would tell you that do whatever you wanted to do, which you haven't done in their life abhi tak. Because my career, my path was not chosen by me. If you ask me what I wanted to be in childhood or my teenage, it was all different dreams.
Yeah.
But I was already following my family or my people dreams. But my mom gave me a push to do whatever you wanted to do. And that's how I pushed myself to why not start helping people.
Yeah.
There's a school next to my residence. It is a municipal school. I went there and I started teaching dancing, drawing to them.
Dancing, yeah.
Because I knew only that, dancing and drawing. Because abhi to dancing is like dancing wala thing. Earlier days, it was only Bollywood dance, bhangra, these all things. So I used to teach them all these things and I used to be happy. And that was the turning point of my life. And that's the reason the name of the organization is Khushiyan, because it gave me happiness. So that turning point helped me to heal myself so that I can be a part in healing others.
Sir, I can't imagine what that grief must have felt like. I have no words. But sir, I think कि हम kids सब लोग को पता है कि चोट लगती है तो पेरेंट्स से फर्स्ट एड के पास जाना है. बुखार आता है तो डॉक्टर के पास चले जाओ कि हाँ कुछ टाइम में सब ठीक हो जाएगा. But I think no one teaches children or even adults, I think, how to grieve through losses. हमको ना बस उससे प्रोटेक्ट किया जाता है and we don't notice that much and eventually time passes by. Is that healthy?
It is not healthy, and I would say why it is happening, because we have stopped communicating. We are living in an Instagram era where likes matter. Comments में भी हम emoticon दे रहे हैं, हम लिख के कुछ नहीं दे रहे. So if you see me, I'm a rare person who will give a emoticon to someone. I will write words because that helps you to communicate and that helps you to understand that person very closely. Imagine you putting up an Instagram photo. I just like and put a heart comment on your Instagram photo. It is not communicating anything.
Yeah.
I did a formality because I liked it, I did it. No one is that busy in their life that you cannot comment 2 words of appreciation, right? So we have stopped communicating with everyone, with our parents also, with our friends also, with our neighbors also, anyone. हमें grief है, हम उसको social media पे share कर रहे हैं.
Exactly.
हम माँ बाप के साथ बैठ के, दोस्तों के साथ बैठ के बात
We should
नहीं
share
कर
with
रहे.
them.
We should share with them. We should share with our parents that I'm feeling low because of this reason. Now tell me, what should I do? On the other side, if you come and tell this also, on the other side, parents, what they usually tell parents or teachers, don't worry, everything will be fine.
Yeah. That is not
the answer. You need to listen. We have stopped listening to people. अगर मैं आपसे कुछ चीजें बता रहा हूँ या आपको कुछ चीजें समझा रहा हूँ या आपसे कुछ शेयर कर रहा हूँ, आपकी एक बेसिक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है सुनना.
हाँ.
Basic responsibility. Instead of you giving me a back answer or a back story or something like that, if I come and tell you, Yuvain, मुझे ना ये प्रॉब्लम है, ऐसे ऐसे करके आज ऐसे हो गया. You will say, अच्छा listen चिनू भाई, I'll tell you what, मेरे को भी ये प्रॉब्लम है.
You shouldn't say that. Just listen to them.
I've already disconnected the communication. आपको क्या पता उस इंसान जो आपको ये प्रॉब्लम बताने आएगा, he must be thinking 10 times before telling his problem to you. So you should not cut the communication. You should give an ear to someone, because that is very much necessary. And parents and teachers and everyone in this world, I would just tell, listen to your children and also communicate with them. Make sure that they communicate with you. Make that friendly atmosphere कि वो बात करें आपके आके. ये नहीं है कि आपने सिर्फ likes, comments और reactions पे ही दुनिया को ख़त्म कर दिया. I feel pity on it when I see that कि WhatsApp में भी reactions आ गए. like एक ही तो एक जगह थी जहाँ पे हम बात कर रहे थे, chat कर रहे थे. वहाँ पे भी लोग आजकल वो thumbs up देके ख़त्म कर रहे हैं चीज़ों को. They are not communicating at all, which feels bad. When I'm communicating with person, I feel rude. I definitely, when I'm chatting with someone and it is only a heart or emoticon or something like that, I feel like I'm not valued enough. That's the reason a person is not giving that time to me. So we should communicate more.
Communicating is important.
Very important. Very important.
So sir, if you suppress your tears or don't show your emotion, it usually comes out in a different form, like intense anger, gussa, irritation, etc.
Why should you suppress your tears?
Just some people do that to show that you're strong.
No, strength comes only when you cry.
Yeah.
When you cry, the more you cry see, you were talking about grief and everything. You need to shed out. आप अंदर रखोगे तो you'll feel heavy, right?
Yeah.
You need to shed out, right? There's a pattern of your body. You eat food, next day morning you are going to the washroom. It is getting the circular motion is going on in your body, right? 3 days if you're not going to the washroom, 3 days you are not going to the loo. 4th day, what will happen to your stomach or your body?
Constipation.
Everything will be messed up. Similarly, your heart and brain will be messed up if you're not shedding up. You need to.
Weight on your chest comes out.
It is very much necessary. If you feel like crying, cry.
Exactly.
There is no stoppage on that. I hate those people who always say that men don't cry. I say that men cry even more than women.
Yeah.
It is also
Where's the gender
needed.
equality in that?
I honestly feel there is no point where we talk about gender equality here. And honestly, I don't see gender equality anywhere. I always feel that women are above men in whichever their part they are working in. Like, मैंने कभी भी gender equality की बात नहीं की. मैंने हमेशा ये बोला कि women are above men in whatever they are doing in the work, in handling family and everything. They are the exceptional. They have got a different power in them, which a man should accept.
Yeah.
That women are powerful than men. It's not about strength of your body. It's about heart and mind. So they have a powerful heart and powerful mind. But when it comes about shedding tears, sorrows, and everything, I feel it is easy and it is very okay to communicate and shed tears and cry. In the early age, maybe you will be called as Rotlu, but it's absolutely okay.
Absolutely fine.
And that Rotlu is the happiest person today. I was one of the Rotlu person because I used to always cry. मैं फैमिली गैदरिंग में जाता था, मैं रोता था बिकॉज मुझे वहाँ पे अच्छा ही नहीं लगता था. मैं कुछ भी मेरे 10 बजे के बाद आए, अगर मुझे नींद मतलब 10 o'clock is my sleeping time. If it is 11 also, I'll start crying. But today I'm happy now. I'm happily. I told you that I used to cry for 2 hours in my grief time also. I never stopped myself in crying. Neither no one stopped me for crying. So you should cry, and it is healthy also for yourself also that you are coming out and shedding things out.
You heal quickly then.
You heal quickly. You forget things very easily. You try to move on things very easily. So that's how I feel people should do. That's the only healing. My healing therapy comes from my happiness from my people.
Yeah.
If my surroundings are happy with me, they are positive with me, it is a healing therapy for me.
And I really think such situations can change you. So just for the people watching this video, suppose there's a person's trying to help a friend deal with the loss of a loved one or maybe even depression. What should they do? The simplest thing they can do.
See, the simplest thing is communicate with your family. Communicate. There was a time where I used to find strangers to talk to.
Yeah.
Because nobody was there to give an ear to me. Only my brother, younger brother, my mom, dad were there. But you need outside people support also. You need friends. You need... Why we call them friends?
Because they can listen to you.
At least they can be there with you.
Yeah.
At the most difficult time. सही टाइम पे यार बहुत लोग खड़े होते हैं. ठीक है. जो आपके डाउनफॉल में आपके साथ खड़ा है ना, वो ही असली दोस्त है. Yesterday was Friendships Day. I feel, yeah. How many friendship bands are utilized today? जो बचपन में कितने सारे फ्रेंडशिप बैंड्स पहने हमने, स्कूल में एक दूसरे को पहनाए, कौन दोस्त आज तक खड़ा है? Rare. You will also be in that position some point of time कि जो बचपन में हो गया वो बचपन में. I am not denying कि आप बचपन में फ्रेंडशिप डे मत बनाओ, but don't be so emotional everywhere that even if you're losing a friend, you are going, oh my god, I'm sad, I've lost this person. No, it's okay. Everyone has a timeline in your life. Everyone. So we come with a timeline, right? We come with an expiry date.
Yeah,
the relationships have expiry date. The bonds have expiry date. So when you know this, that these things have expiry date, why not love and live that moment even more? Why to spread more hatred?
Yeah.
The only problem people are doing is they are not communicating in their downfalls. They are finding people to talk to. It's okay. Venting out is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And that is the need of the society. I feel now you should vent out.
So let's go on to a different topic. So when you started Khushiyan, did you ever feel scared or unsure? Like ऐसी कौन सी चीज थी जो just kept you going?
I am only scared from my God. I don't care about anyone else in the world. I am doing ethical part. I am not doing any business. It's a society work.
Yeah, societal work.
And I am not doing for the society. I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah, yes.
I want my surroundings to be clean. I want the people whom my eyes are seeing should be happy. That's the reason I'm doing this. So for me, the scaredness was not there. For me, the main issue was the uh, the mentality of the people.
Yeah.
Like I was doing beach cleanup, people like कचरा उठाने आ गया है, ये तो कचरे वाला है, ये वो है, ये है.
Those are just stereotypes.
हाँ, जनरली पीपल जो आपको लोगों सोसाइटी में मिलते हैं. सो देयर वे पीपल हु यूज्ड टू थ्रो गार्बेज ऑन अस व्हेन वी वर डूइंग द क्लीन अप. There was a man who was peeing in right front of me when I was doing a cleanup to showcase that के तू जो करना है ना कर ले, हम तो यहीं पे आई डू द सुसु एंड ऑल. लाइक ठीक है भाई, तू करते रहे. After few days, when things got hit up, when people started capturing our news and people started seeing our efforts, then there were strict regulations on the beach also that people can't come and open defecate. So who is the winner here? So I felt that the environment is a winner now. Because that man who was urinating unnecessarily on the beach has got his slap.
Yeah.
Right? And I did my job. I was not my job also. I was doing what I was feeling good with. It is no one's job. It is everyone is doing their part. The municipal organization is doing fantastic work. We are doing our work.
Sure.
Everyone is doing their own part. So there is no blame game to people, but the only mindset of the people is a challenge in every step. आज आप पॉडकास्ट चला रहे हो, ठीक है, ऐसे बहुत सारे आंटी अंकल होंगे जो आपको बोलते होंगे क्या पढ़ाई वढ़ाई छुड़वा के पॉडकास्ट चलवा रहे हो, क्यों करवा रहे हो, ये थोड़ी एज है, इस एज में अगर पैसा कमाना शुरू कर देगा तो. देन व्हाई पीपल आर नॉट सेइंग एनीथिंग टू द चाइल्ड आर्टिस्ट?
Exactly.
बिकॉज वो टीवी में आ रहा है, बिकॉज वो सीरियल्स में आ रहा है या मूवी में आ रहा है, उसको कुछ नहीं कोई बोल रहा.
Yeah.
Just because you are doing something out of the world, people will definitely bring you down.
Why do I just ignore those comments?
It's that's the reason we have got 2 years, na?
Yeah.
One to listen and another one to come out with, because we don't want all this nuisance to go in our head.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I told you, na, that society never feeds us. So don't bother about society. Do whatever you wanted to do. So the scared part तो नहीं था खुशियां के टाइम पे, but it was always a challenge कि how will I change the mindset of people.
Yeah.
And the mindset of people can be changed only when you are working, when you are consistent.
Yeah.
आज आप बीच क्लीनअप शुरू करके आप कल बंद कर रहे हो, तो you won't be able to change the mindset. It is 8 years now. This September 3rd will be the 8th anniversary or 8th birthday of my Beach Warriors. So you are 10 years old. My Beach Warriors will be 8 years old. So imagine how emotionally I'll be feeling right now that my baby is growing in a different way. And in 8 years, we are able to change the mindset of the people. And we are seeing a lot of people coming out, volunteering, starting their own cleanups, doing their initiatives, and a lot of things are coming up. So that is the beauty of what work we are doing right now.
What was your first project?
My first project, as in, so 2014, what I did was, I'll talk about the first thing which I did. So, as I told you that I was teaching dancing, drawing to the children. So I started posting on social media, especially Facebook, that हमें कुछ stationery donate कर दो, मैं ये पढ़ा रहा हूँ. I started posting those pictures on Facebook and everything. And that time ना, there was this maid at my place, and उसका नया नया baby हुआ था, and she wanted a pram, जो होती है cradle बोलते हैं जिसे, pram cradle. She wanted that, and she couldn't obviously afford that thing. So and luckily, I don't know how, but manifestation works a lot to me. And the moment she told me that she needs something, and there was my friend whose baby was already 2 years old now, she had an extra cradle or pram with her. So उसने मेरे को बोला कि चीनू तू इतना काम कर रहा है स्कूल में, अगर किसी छोटे बच्चे के लिए pram cradle चाहिए होगा तो बताना. And that's how that was the first donation thing which I did. So I took that pram, we cleaned it, हमने उसको ठीक ठाक किया थोड़ा बहुत, and then we donated it to that child home.
Yeah.
And that's how the journey, that's how I tried to become bridge between people. So if you have extra clothes or extra furniture, extra stationery. These people need it. So that's how the project, I would say, it was all bridging between two people came into the picture.
Okay.
So that was the thing started, and slowly, steadily, a lot of many other projects, Roti Ghar, Beach Warriors, and all these projects were started.
So, if you could teach kids all over India one lesson from your life, what would that be?
I want to learn from kids. I cannot teach kids anything, but I would just say, I don't know if I can say it to them, but I say it to people that इंसान बनो, बहुत ज़्यादा scope है. Because we are born human, right? And I would say human, having that, being born as a human is a blessing.
True.
And you cannot just mess up with that blessing. You are born human for a purpose. Find a purpose in your life and follow that purpose. But be a human, because don't forget that humanity will take you to the places. So be that full of empathy, full of kindness, full of truth.
You're not a human if you don't have humanity.
Yeah, and people say honesty is best policy. I feel humanity is the best policy.
Yeah.
So the moment you are human, you are opening the doors of positiveness in your life. So whatever you do, even if that is a failure, it will be a positive learning to you. So just try to be human, more human.
Yeah. So sir, सब आपको स्वच्छ भारत का हीरो बुलाते हैं, and I think you've set some insane records over the years with your team. You removed more than 4,000 tons of plastic from beaches, and a lot of celebrities like Dia Mirza, Raftaar, Raghav Juyal, and so many more have also worked with you on this journey. So I want to know, what are the challenges you might have faced during this journey?
See, the main challenge, I already told you that it was a mindset, which I feel is the people. We are in India, and we are the same Indians when we go abroad. We play a very sophisticated role. We don't throw our garbage openly. We find dustbins. If there are no dustbins, we put up that garbage in the bag. The moment we land back to our own country, we think that government is that responsible, तो हम किधर भी फेंक देंगे.
But that is wrong.
That is absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Why you were not doing the same thing outside? Try doing this thing, whatever you are doing in India with littering of garbage. Try doing it in Dubai.
Singapore, $300 fine.
Fine, and then imprisonment.
Exactly.
अलग से आपको सब charges शुरू हो जाएंगे. Why aren't you doing that? Because there are norms are strict. And why we people need norms? Why haven't we learned this thing during childhood? आपके भी subject होगा environmental studies.
हाँ जी.
Right? How important that subject is?
Very important.
Very important. Unfortunately, that subject in our days.
हमारा भी PYP exhibition भी हुआ है. We work on one sustainable development goal of our choice for the whole year.
That's absolutely needed. And हमारे टाइम पे क्या था? EVS was a great subject. आप पढ़ो ना पढ़ो, आप पास हो जाओगे. And that's how I feel the education system should bring EVS as an important core subject, just like science and math.
Yeah.
जितना importance आप science, math, history, geography, civics इसको दे रहे हो, उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंस हमें एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज एंड सिविक सेंस को देना है. आज भी हमें लोगों को बताना पड़ रहा है, आप बैठो कैसे, उठो कैसे, बात ऐसे करो, चलो इधर, दिस इज द ट्रैफिक सिग्नल, रेड मतलब ये है. आज भी लोगों को नहीं समझ आता. दे वांट टू जस्ट ब्रेक द रूल एंड आई डोंट नो वेयर दे आर गोइंग. मैं स्पेशली ऑनेस्टली व्हेन आई कम टू दिल्ली, आई फील दिल्ली पीपल आर मोर इम्पेशेंट. दे कांट वेट फॉर 1 minute also at that signal. एक सेकेंड भी अगर देर हो रही है ना सामने वाले को गाड़ी चलाने के लिए, the honking will start.
Exactly.
And I don't see that in Bombay at this level. It is also there. But in Delhi, I feel, I always say this one thing, the traffic of our country will solve the day we will be patient. हम अगर जिस दिन बोल देंगे ना सामने वाले को जाने दे यार, उस दिन ट्रैफिक की आधी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी. आधे से ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम क्यों है पता है? उसे भी जाना है, मुझे भी जाना है, हम दोनों साथ में जाएंगे एंड दोनों कहीं नहीं पहुंचेंगे, दोनों वहीं पे अटके रह जाएंगे.
एक सेकंड में क्या हो जाता है?
So if you are also driving or you are also going in your car, let that other person pass by यार, उसमें क्या ही फर्क पड़ जाएगा. ऑलरेडी यू आर लेट. इन केस यू आर लेट फॉर 5 minutes, सो आप 7 minutes लेट हो जाओगे, 10 minutes लेट हो जाओगे, बट एटलीस्ट यू वोंट बी इन दैट पैनिक मोड ना,
हाँ.
or you won't be risking someone's life by breaking the rules. So the challenge for me is the mindset, the biggest challenge. The celebrity comes in, they plays a major role in spreading. When Dia Mirza came in, Raftar, Raghav is a sweetheart guy for me. He is just a message away. In fact, Raftar is also that way. 9:30 in the evening, I texted him on Instagram. 9:36, I got the reply. Within 6 minutes, I got his reply कि भाई कहाँ आना है बताओ. It was the only this statement, and that's how he came. There are so many sweet celebrities who come without cameras to us
Hmm.
because they want to really work. They want to give back to the society. They want to talk. They are not able to do that. That's the reason they want to support people like us who are on the ground and spread the word even more because they are the bigger picture.
Hmm.
People are already inspired with them. So if
Okay.
they do some act, kind of these
Yeah,
all things,
increase the publicity.
obviously people will get inspired with them. So celebrity coming in plays a major role. And in my 8 years of journey, for me the biggest challenge is the mindset. जिस दिन लोग सुधर जाएंगे उस दिन शायद बीच वॉरियर्स या हमारे कोई भी क्लीनअप्स की जरूरत
जरूरत
नहीं
नहीं
होगी.
होगी. Yeah.
So I also don't wish to wake up in the morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock, get dressed, drive for 1 hour, go and do the cleanup. It is not. I मैं भी खुश रहूंगा ना, मैं भी 7-8 बजे तक सो सकता हूँ अगर हमारा सब कुछ साफ सफाई है. इफ एवरीथिंग इज क्लीन, व्हाई वी नीड ऑल दिस थिंग्स, projects and everything, planning, plotting, bringing volunteers, ask them to clean. There's no need ना.
Yeah.
हम ओपन लिटरिंग नहीं करेंगे तो गटर में कचरा नहीं जाएगा, ड्रेनेज में नहीं जाएगा, ड्रेनेज में नहीं जाएगा तो रिवर्स में नहीं आएगा, रिवर्स में नहीं जाएगा तो बीचेस पे नहीं आएगा, ओशन में नहीं आएगा. So it's as simple as that.
So does getting public recognition push you even more to set even better records?
I didn't get your question.
Like you get public recognition, so does that push you even more to set better records?
It is always a happy factor that there's a recognition coming in, but these recognitions were not even in dream. So I never won a medal in my school. So I never won an award in my school. So I always thought that I will never win anything in my teenage or the age what I am into. मैंने कभी नहीं सोचा था. But now when I have crossed 100 awards, I feel happy about it.
Yeah.
But I also feel that now I have to be even more responsible. So earlier I was supposedly
Overconfidence
100%
yeah.
responsible. Now I should be 200%
200%.
responsible because there are people who have trusted. There are people who are recognizing me. So they are expecting more from me. Problem happens when you get an award and you sit back and enjoy the leisure of that particular thing and you don't work even more. It is always said that कि जिस दिन आपको success मिलती है उस दिन आपको ज़्यादा काम करना है so that you can multiply that success. And I feel that way, and that is the core strength of mine कि the day I get an award, I make sure that I work even more on that day so that I can give the better result and come up to the expectation of the people.
Yeah. So sir, you've met so many people, people from slums. What things do you find in common between all those people?
Empathy is the common between people who are the impact leaders.
Yeah.
So even if it is sitting in a AC room or even if that person is there in a slum, if that person has an empathy and a feeling towards working for the society, that person is a winner to me. So it doesn't matter what position, but the common thing for me, which I have found in everyone, is the empathy. Whoever I am meeting, because that is the core, I suppose, anyone and everyone should be having. You don't have to be sympathize with any situation. You just be there and
Hmm.
give an empathy to that person
Yeah.
and see that that person is growing in his life.
So, sir, you have so many projects: Rotikar, Beach Warriors, Boond. There's so many more. And which one is the closest to your heart?
Everyone is my closest. So all are my babies, I feel. So all the projects are closest. But now what I feel is the very important and the first subject is the environment,
Hmm.
the climate action. Reason also I can tell you why. If there is no environment, will you be able to educate anyone? Will you be able to empower anyone?
No.
Will you be able to feed anyone? Will you be able to uh, take care of the strays? नहीं ना. अगर environment ही नहीं रहेगा, तो how can we do all these things? People are working for education. Even I am working for education. I am working for women empowerment. I am working for dogs. I'm working for skill development. I'm working for senior citizens. But I always feel कि एक सुनामी आए,
Hmm.
सब कुछ तहस नहस कर दे. ठीक है? ना सीनियर सिटीजन बचा है, ना स्कूल बचा है, ना एनिमल बचा है. तो किसके लिए काम कर रहे हो? So the first and very close I feel is the environment.
Hmm.
And I always say that I am not doing anything to protect my environment. I am protecting myself.
Yourself.
That's the only thing I am doing. We are no one to protect the environment.
Huh.
It's all made up by the people, I suppose. जब लोग बोलते हैं ना हम environment protection के लिए काम कर रहे हो, you are working for yourself.
Yourself.
You are not working for environment protection because environment doesn't need you.
Hmm.
We need environment.
Hmm.
You were COVID ka time, people were inside their home.
Hmm.
The
Lockdown.
environment was breathing. दिल्ली में बोला गया था कि स्काईलाइन दिख रही है. मुंबई में there were dolphins on the beach, ocean, because we were caged.
Hmm.
Humans were caged. The moment humans are caged inside, environment will breathe. So आप अब बता दो कि environment को आपकी जरूरत है कि आपको environment की जरूरत है.
हमको environment की जरूरत.
Obviously. So we are no one to protect. We are just protecting ourselves and trying to safeguard our
earth.
the surroundings.
Yeah. So I think what really stood out to me was आपकी वो line, इंसान बनो बहुत scope है. That's such a powerful line. What does it really mean to you?
So I always say to people, arts, science, commerce, humanities, तो लोगे ही लोगे लाइफ में, ठीक है? उसमें स्कोप है नहीं है वो तो आपको लेटर ऑन पता चलेगा. बट यू आर ऑलवेज बॉर्न एज अ ह्यूमन, ऑलवेज बॉर्न एज एन इंसान. सो अगर हम इंसान बन जाएं, सो उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा स्कोप निकल जाएगा. Because everything you have to, even if you're doing any startup, business, job, or anything, if you think from an humanity factor, you are a winner already. You don't need to struggle in your life. And for me, nothing is struggle. People call traffic struggle.
Yeah.
Waking up late, going to office struggle. Ask people who don't have roofs on their head. Ask people who don't have food to eat for 2 to 3 days. They are still alive. And they are still struggling to get back on their feet to do something. So that is struggle. हम एसी कमरे में बैठ के हमारे फोन का नेटवर्क नहीं होता है तो हम उसको स्ट्रगल बोल देते हैं, राइट? कि वी आर स्ट्रगलिंग इन लाइफ. वी आर नॉट स्ट्रगलिंग, वी आर हसलिंग. स्ट्रगलिंग इज अ रॉन्ग वर्ड.
Struggling is weight. It's very far.
Struggling is very deep.
Yeah.
And no one in people like us who are, I would say, privileged, they cannot struggle. Struggling is a big term. We should not keep using it every now and then कि हम struggle कर रहे हैं. We are not struggling, we are hustling. हम hustle कर रहे हैं. So yeah.
So how do you stay grounded and hopeful even when the problems around you seem too big to solve, especially that you're running so many causes around the cities?
See, one thing I've learned in my life is you're born from ground. You should be on ground itself. Because that's how you will be able to touch the sky. You do tree plantation, right? Where do you plant it?
In my garden.
In the garden. In the ground itself.
Yeah.
Deep ground, the roots goes, the trees goes up. That's the learning. the more you are grounded, the more strong you are. So हम बोलते हैं ना, जो वो पेड़ की जो roots हैं, which is going inside the ground and it is getting stronger and stronger. That's the reason वो पेड़ आज तक 100-200 साल पुराना है, because उनकी जो roots है, they are super grounded. So I have learned this in my very early stage. Humbleness and being grounded is the key for everything. हमेशा हर एक को झुक के मिलो एंड किसी को ये मत सोचो कि वो आपसे छोटा है. Nobody is younger to you.
Yeah.
No, nobody is above you. Everyone is like, be thankful to them.
Yeah.
Even if a small gesture किसी ने कर दिया हो, तो उसको थैंक यू बोलने में हमारा क्या ही जा रहा है, राइट? सॉरी बोलने में हमारा क्या ही जा रहा है. बट वी आर सो एडमेंट टू यूज ऑल दिस वर्ड्स नाउअडेज दैट वी डोंट वांट टू से थैंक यू. वो अपना काम कर रहा है ना. अभी किसी वॉचमैन ने आपके लिए दरवाजा खोला, सो ही इज डूइंग हिज जॉब. व्हाई कांट यू से थैंक यू? No doubt he is doing his job, but can you be more humble towards him? So that's what I've learned in my life, because I was a waiter once upon a time. So 2006, when my parents have financial crunch in the family, my mom started a dhaba,
Yeah.
small dhaba, the small
You
kiosk.
used to work in it, yeah.
Yeah, so and she used to cook food, and it was a small kiosk only, so we had home deliveries, couple of tables and everything. So I used to work as a waiter and a home delivery boy. So I used to go do a home delivery. I used to get 1 rupee or 2 rupee as a tip, always. And I used to wash utensils, clean tables and everything. And there I understood, yaar, no matter how big your life becomes, you have to be at this level. You have to be, and I like being that. It's not that now I am this way. I'm always this way in school also. I'm always thankful. I'm always full of gratitude that acha hua ye hua, thank God ye hua. It's always this way. So you have to be grounded. That's the only statement which I always say.
So, if you could talk to the younger version of Chinu sir right now, what would you tell him?
Life is super hard aage jaake. So be ready and be the way you are. I don't want to change anything of my childhood. It was beautiful. It was learning. And that's the reason I am here today.
So let's move on to the next segment, which is rapid fire. I have few questions for you, and I want you to answer them in all honesty and just whatever comes to your mind. Ready?
Perfect. Yes.
So what's that one meal that always makes you smile?
Dal chawal.
So if someone wants to take the first step towards doing social work or just wants to do something good, what should they try doing?
They should volunteer.
Okay. Out of all the causes you're working on, which is your closest to your heart?
Beach warriors.
Beach warriors. A place in India you visited during your work that stole your heart?
During my work, which is closest to my heart, is Dehradun.
Dehradun. Would you rather see a world with no pollution or with no one sleeps hungry?
I would obviously say the world with no pollution, because if there is a pollution, people won't be alive. So I want people to be alive first, and then खाना तो हम दे ही देंगे यार. खाना तो हम ला ही देंगे, but लोग जिंदा तो रहे पहले.
Very well said.
So now I have a rapid fire round to you, and this was not in your script, right?
Yeah.
So now I know that it will be the super honest answers coming up. Which is your favorite subject?
Like extracurricular everything?
Yeah, in school, which is your favorite subject?
Academically, maths, and extracurricular activities, I would say sports and music.
What do you want to be in future?
So first I wanted to be a sportsman, but now I've started this podcast channel, and I think this can be a really good future, and I would want to go to a good college, and yeah.
And what is the one message you would like to give to the people of your age?
It's never too early to start something good. You should start which age you are.
So yeah, definitely age doesn't matter, and I am so happy today that I am here today with you. I was able to share the insights. I was able to learn a lot of things from you. And it is not just on the podcast, but definitely I've learned your seriousness. I've learned how responsible you are towards
Thank you,
this
sir.
podcast, because I've been to so many podcasts. Uh, so many cuts it happened.
Hmm.
It goes in a way that it is all scripted, but you always was there. I can't see anything going repeating जो usually podcast में होता है. And your humbleness is there in the podcast. So thank you for that.
Thank you,
for
sir.
doing it.
सर आज आपने इतनी ऑनेस्टी में अपनी स्टोरी शेयर की है एंड यू शोन अस दैट नो मैटर हाउ हार्ड लाइफ गेट्स वी कैन ऑलवेज चूज टू टर्न इट इनटू समथिंग पावरफुल एंड काइंड सो थैंक
Thank you, yaar. Thank you. And I would say always this thing कि life is not hard. We make it hard.
यू या
हम उसको तकलीफ वाली लाइफ बना देते हैं with our decisions, with our thought process. If we keep our thought process very clean, very straight, very communicating, we won't be sad in life. Life is all about ups and downs. Be ready with that.
या
Be ready with that. You won't be having a leisure time every day. Everyday leisure. If I ask you to party every day, you'll get bored.
Yeah.
If I ask you to study every day, continuous studies, 10 hours studies, you'll get bored. If I ask you to do this podcast 10 hours in a day, every day, you'll get bored.
I'll get bored.
So everything which is coming to life, it is all about up and down. Everything, every day is not the same day. Every day is a new day. The moment you start telling yourself, you won't feel that life is hard. It is we make it things very complicated when we are doing it. So thank you for being there. Thank you for all the kind words you have been using. And I hope that we spread the positive and the right message to the people. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you too, sir. If you've been with us till here, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment on what is your favorite part of the podcast, and follow us at @Beyond the Classroom with Yuvain on Instagram. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep going beyond the classroom.